Hello, good day. My name is Pastor Gentle Sinwobi, and welcome again to the platform of the Mentor Men Forum. The Mentor Men Forum responsibility is to raise godly, responsible, and intentional men. And the scripture is Titus chapter 2, verse 2 and verse 6 to 8. So today we're going to continue from the last episode. What we are discussing, we are talking about male gender versus real men. Now, I started off by telling you that there are things that male genders do, and those things are very common. You know, having a good house, having a good job, having money in the bank, buying properties, getting married to a wife, having several investments, traveling abroad or traveling around the country, different countries, and having children. These are certain things that is kept for men to do. But we are going to look at the real man, looking at what he actually pictures out, or what makes a man a man. And many men have called themselves different names. You know, they call themselves Odogu, they call themselves several things, depending on what they have achieved. But I'm going to take you to another side of what we're going to say in this episode. Now, if you look at 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8, but he said, if any man does not provide for his own, and especially for his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. That's 1 Timothy 5 8. So I'm going to bring out several things that has to 7 points out of this provision. Now, many times people have interpreted this provision to be financial. When you make money, you provide money for your family, make sure they have good money and good food. That's very wonderful. But let's look at these 7 ways that really makes every man a man indeed. Okay, now, first of all, the first provision we're going to talk about is the provision of leadership. The provision of leadership, a clear path for the family to willingly follow. Leadership is the ability to create a followership that is strong, that is effective, and that is willing for those that follow you. They excitedly follow, they willingly follow. Now, John Maxwell, in his leadership book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, clearly stated that he that is, leading, but he has no followers, is just taking a walk. Many times you see fathers, not being able to create the right environment for their children to follow him. They have not been an example. They have not shown that leadership quality that will make his sons or make even the wife and the daughters to follow him. And that is not what makes a real man. A real man provides good leadership that makes everybody under him excited to follow him. Number 2 is a real man provides vision for the home. Now, vision is the ability to paint the future, a clear picture for the future, to paint a clear picture for the future, for the family. Now, the ability to, show the family exactly what they are going to expect as they work with you. Being able to paint a clear picture, giving everybody a leadway, a description of what their future is going to look like. It's beautiful when a man is very sensitive around his home, sensitive about the wife's needs. He looks at the wife, looks at the wife and meets the needs too. He also looks at the wife and finds that the wife has certain abilities and certain strengths. Certain ability and certain strengths to be able to do some things. It takes a man of vision to notice that his wife has certain abilities, certain gifts, certain strengths that can help her develop, advance, and become a great person. It takes a leader to discover his wife. Many men don't do that. The best they can do is to open up a very wonderful business or help their wives to go abroad, read, get good education, good grades. That's awesome, please. That's very beautiful. But now I'm talking about the ability to bring out the latent ability, a latent strength in a woman. Creating an environment that can help you see that your wife is gifted in certain things so that you can help her develop and give her platform to express. That's what a great leader does. And that also extends to the children. You watch your children, you look at them and find out that your children, this one have this ability, this grace, this strength in this area, this one doesn't have. Sometimes you have children, maybe 4 of them. One is very intelligent, very disciplined, can read, can excel in his grades. The other one have another gift in different areas. These are what leadership, a good leader can help see through those that he leads in order to give them a clear picture of what the future will look like. The next thing that a man provides in a home is called direction, helping everyone to show them the path to follow, creating that structure that makes every individual under him as members of the family their own parts, learning to give room for people in order to provide a strong leadership for the people to follow the paths that life has carved out for them. Every man has a page in life, and that page creates the task, the assignment that person has. So a great man provides that direction. Number 4, that the responsibility of a real man is spiritual covering. Now, many times, many men don't understand that there is a lot of responsibility for them to be the spiritual head of their home. You see men sending their wives to church, their children to church, and they stay at home. No, you are the priest of your home. You are the prophet of your home. I usually tell people that many times when it comes to a woman, a wife, the husband has more power to bring in the word of God or the promise of the Father concerning the wife. Are you getting what I'm talking about? So you must understand that there is a responsibility of every man, to give his family the spiritual covering. There are 4 offices of a man. You are a king, you are a priest, you are a prophet, and you are a father. Now, these are the offices a man occupies in order to provide spiritual covering. Now, listen. You are the one that will teach your family the way of the Lord. So you must have a working relationship with God. You must have a working relationship with Jesus. If you are not born again, you are not a man yet. You are not a real man yet. Being born again gives you that platform. And that is where you bring spiritual leadership. I have seen challenges visit homes, and the men will be running head-to-skelter when he can take authority and bring a stop to what the devil is doing. You are the head of your home, and that is what it should be. The next one is, a man provides discipline in his home. Discipline. Now, these are qualities of men when you be able to create that platform where everyone learns how to be disciplined. Many fathers has left their homes and they are not responsible anymore, and the family doesn't have discipline. They are into a lot of things. You see, recently we were somewhere and I noticed a very young man. I was sitting down and another young man was sitting near me, and there were a lot of elderly people. So I stood up The guy I'm talking to you should be around 18 years or less. So I stood up, and the elder said, "No, sit down." I said, "No, sir, I wasn't trained like that. That was my senior, way my senior." So I said I wasn't trained like that. So I had to give him seats. I went to another side and sat down. And also another elder walked into that place. I stood up again and gave him seat. And this young boy kept on sitting down and expecting that's a young man that doesn't come from a trained home. Discipline is training. Yes, discipline is chastising. Discipline is making sure that your family knows the right thing to do. Your children are following you right. That's why we have a lot of young men who wants to make money instantly, who don't want to wait through the process, wants to understand the beauty of becoming for struggling and becoming a man through a process. They want to make money. That's why you have Yahoo boys everywhere, little Yahoo plus. That's terrible. So please, that is a responsibility. That is the responsibility of a man to make sure he brings discipline. He provides discipline in his home. The other one is every man provides security. That's number 6. You must provide security in your home. That environment that helps both the wife and the children to know that they are secure. They are not afraid. They are when you see their father, they know a lion that keeps the home is available, is around. The lion that keeps the home is around. And that is one thing every man should begin to provide for his home. He becomes the lion that guides the home. I one day was talking with my wife. He said, one thing I love you for is that you are a man around this home. And he talked about a friend also after some time, a friend that, a neighbor, not a friend, a neighbor that also is a man around his home. He knows how to do that. Your presence creates the security needed. Whether you are there or not, you create that consciousness and that environment of a secured home. And now you see a lot of men also, they go home and they see their younger ones or siblings insulting their wives, their cousins, or even their parents. That's wrong. Please, every man should learn how to carry his wife in such a way and relate to the family in such a way that they can respect their wife or talk properly around their wives. You can't have your wife being maltreated, talked to anyhow, and you say you are a man. Please, you are not. Because women protect their own. Yes, they guide their own. The last and not the least, the 7th, is a real man provides financially. He provides finances for his home. Yes, that's where a lot of men relax and say they are doing good. They have a good job, provide resources, pay bills, make sure that the children's school fees are paid, buy them all they need, go for vacation, go for a lot of things, do some financial things, buy the wives the beautiful cars that they need. That's awesome, please. That's awesome, but that's the least when you talk about provision. And I want to say to you that keep doing these 7 things and you'll have an emerging family, an excellent family, a family that you'll be proud of, and they'll be proud of you as a man. Men, let's get back to the drawing board and start doing things properly and in the right way. Thank you for allowing me in your space. My name remains Gentle Nwobi, and see you in our next episode. Remember to follow us on all our social media. We are in everything. Mentor Men Forum is on YouTube, is on Instagram, is on Facebook, every other place, WhatsApp channel and all that. So follow us, and God bless you.